Right. So, hi YouTube. I'm making a tier list for YouTube. Because the videos are fun. Also, hi Reddit. You know what I mean? Okay. So, number one. This is my character, right? So, Wrath. Right? I think Heihachi is the definition of Wrath. He's the angriest motherfucker who's ever lived, and his game plan is angry. If you don't think Heihachi is Wrath, watch JDCR play. The sheer forward momentum of watching JDCR playing, he's Wrath. Okay, right? Now, here's another one that I've thought of, right? This is I'm gonna give you all the ones that I've thought of beforehand already. Okay, so, where is he? Hang on. Lee is going into Pride, right? The only reason you have to play Lee is that you think you're better than everyone else, okay? That's it. That's the only reason you have to play this character. You think you're the best, and everyone else is shit, and they don't have as much talent as you do, so that's why you're playing a terrible character that's really, really hard, right? Definition of Pride, okay? Sloth. Okay, right. I want to. Let's think of a good example. What's a good example of sloth? Okay, someone. Katarina. Katarina is the definition of sloth. I don't want to play Tekken. I don't even want to learn how to do a combo. I don't want anything to be hard. Wait, is there a better one? 4-4-4-4-4. That's a great example. It's a great example. Okay, gotta stop vibing. Okay, wait. Do we turn off the music for this? Oh yeah, we actually for sure turn off the music. Okay, so. Okay, so to my editor, who may or may not be watching this, you're gonna have to edit this one. Okay, so we're starting again from here because copyright law. Okay, because we're not gonna have any audio on this. Yeah, we're not gonna have any audio on this. So, hey, Mr. Editor. We're starting from here. Heihachi, he's very angry, and his playstyle is also angry. That's why he's there. Pride, that's Lee, because he's shit and very hard, and the only reason you'd play him is to prove that you're better than other people. Katarina is Sloth, because she's very easy, and you just don't really want to deal with all of the, this game, it's so hard, you're just gonna snake edge, hop kick, 4-4-4-4-4. It's good, another Paul. Paul is going. Hang on a sec. No, sorry. Paul's going into Wrath because he's very similar to Katarina. Like, these guys are bros, but you hate human beings. That's why you play Paul. You don't. You have. Wait, hang a second. What's not caring about other people's feelings? Hey. Which of these is I don't care about other people's feelings? Maybe it's gluttony. What do you guys think? Where does Paul go? Paul is a highly contentious character. He's a kind of a gluttony, sloth, wrath, wombo combo, isn't he? What's the opinions of the chat? Paul is greedy. Ooh, greed. Ooh. Ooh, greed, you guys think? Okay, so gluttony. Gluttony is Bob. Pestilin, that's a very lazy way of thinking. That's just because he's fat, right? You're just being a fat shamer, okay? What do they call the people? Fat shamers? Is it fat shame? Body negativity. You're just being body negative, okay? Oh yeah, Kazuya. He goes into Pride as well. Kazuya players think that my character's so hard. I don't have a down forward one. Wait. That's Kazuya, right? Okay, Envy. Envy is Gigas. You're a Gigas player. All you're thinking is, fuck, my character is so garbage. You play this character because everyone says he's garbage, and you want to be the guy who plays the character who's garbage. That's you. You're envious. You wish You wish you were a real character, but you aren't. But secretly, your fucking win rate's like 55%. You fucking pussy. Anyway, let's do Steve. Steve is also Wrath. Wrath, people who are angry all the time. Let's just define Wrath. Okay, Wrath are people who want to be pushing buttons all the time, right? They just want to push buttons. They just like, oh, I want to push buttons. So we're gonna throw Harang in here too. Steve Harang. I like pushing buttons. I don't want to think about anything else but the fucked up shit that I'm doing to you. Actually, we just extended the definition. Marduk, yeah, he gets thrown into Wrath as well. Marduk is Wrath because... wait, no. I don't know enough about Marduk. Hang on. Wait, maybe Marduk is Gluttony. Oh, hang on a second. Lust. Lucky Chloe is going into Lust. So, from my knowledge of Lucky Chloe players... is they just want to have sex with her. Oh yeah, Zafina. No, who's another one? Eliza. Eliza's going into Lust. The only reason you play these characters is because you want to have sex with them, right? Miguel, going up there. Miguel. Anna. Yeah, Anna is also Lust. These are characters. Zafina maybe is actually... No, Zafina's too good, right? Zafina's actually too good. Okay. Sloth. Okay, so, you going in there, Eddie, let's see, who else goes in here? Xiaoyu, hang on a second, I'm just stacking them up. I'm not even... I despise these characters so intensely, I'm not even giving them individual descriptions. They're just all going in. Alright. How about you, Nina? What are you thinking? No, hang on. You don't crush enough stuff. Hey, guys, what do you think about the bears for Sloth? What do you guys think about the bears? Should the bears go in Lust. Alyssa, yeah. Alyssa's going in Sloth too. Well, no, Alyssa's too... Like, the thing is, right, so I'm going to take both Alyssa and Zafina out, right? Because I feel like there's a category of people who... Wait. Okay, so we're putting both of these characters into Gluttony, right? We're putting Jin. Jin is going into Gluttony. Wrath. Okay, so... Gluttony are characters that are No, Jin does not go into Gluttony. Jin goes into Pride, right? Jin's going into Pride. Jin is actually... I feel like Jin players are also, like, super self-righteous. So they're going in there. Brian... We'll think about Brian later. What's being a fucking moron? Where does Yoshi go? Hang on. Why is being a big moron not a tier here? What do you go? We'll think about Yoshi later. Yoshi can go in somewhere else. Yoshi is You think Yoshi is Pride? Ooh. Hang on, Shaheen is going into Gluttony. So, all characters that are, like, only played because of their tournament viability are going into Gluttony, I think. Let's see. Who's a good example of only... I feel like Dragonov is a good example of that. Kazumi. Bang. Kazumi's going into Gluttony. Akuma. No, I think that, like, Akuma's going into the Wrath section, right? And I think Geese also goes into the Wrath section because you just want to do a big combo. Do you know what I mean? I want to do a really big combo, so I'm going here. You know? Leroy is going into Gluttony, yes. Leroy is the definition of Gluttony, yeah. Then take Zaf out. No, Zaf is super tournament viable. Zaf is extremely tournament viable, I think. I think maybe Alyssa. Alyssa's only played by girls. What's the sin that girls commit? Lust, I don't know. Envy? Yeah, that's so true, man. That's so true. Envy is the girl. That's the girl's sin right there. Yeah, it really is. But is Chanel a girl? For all intents and purposes, yeah. Sorry, Chanel. Okay, we're gonna think about Alyssa later. Jack is going into gluttony. What's greed? Greed is like I don't want to think ever. Um, greed. I think. Wait a second. Wait. Oh man. Hang on a second. I need to. Just give me a second. Okay. So, Armor King. Armor King is going into Pride. That was easy. Yeah, Armor King is a Pride character. Who else is going into Pride? Do you think Brian is Pride? Do you think Brian is Pride? Like Yoshi and Lei, they're going in the same tier. Whatever they're going into, it's almost certainly. Greed is high reward bullshit. Greed and sloth, I feel like, are very similar. So what's the difference? Low execution, I guess. I think that Paul is sloth. I think greed is a hard tier to define. I think Noctis is a good example of a greedy character. So, like, I think greed. Wait a second. No. Noctis is sloth. We've got this wrong. These are greed. No, you go. Wait a second. Okay, we need. This is a. We need to sort this distinction, right? Yes, but okay. So yes, phenomenal. You're right. Okay, they do go hand in hand, but greed and sloth, right? We need to sort out that distinction, right? So, like you can boil down their game plan to like a very very simple formula, you know? Like so I think that Paul and Noctis are a great example of characters where you can boil their entire strategy down to two moves. Yeah, we'll put Fang into greed, where like so. Hang on a second. Oh, we're taking Fang out. Okay, we haven't thought about these characters enough. Okay, we're going back on our word. We haven't thought about those characters enough. Right, we're taking these guys out. Okay, we'll think about them later. No, Katarina's going into sloth for sure. Okay, that's for certain. Like she's just the laziest fucking character ever. You just have no desire. Anyway, okay, right. So, okay, so I think sloth should be defined by having like a game plan that you can boil down to like a really really simple level. Shaheen is sloth, you think? Where's Shaheen? But Shaheen is super tournament viable. Gluttony is tier whore characters. Yeah, that's how we've defined gluttony, is tier whore characters. Characters that these are people who like, they just want it all. You know, they just want everything. So, they pick the characters that are the strongest. You know, they just want to consume wins. You know, rather than. So take Zafina out. I think Zafina's a bit of a tier whore character, man. Claudio is mad good right now, you say. This is tough. We're getting into a tough area here, guys. We're getting where this is getting harder. Okay, I think okay, let's work on Pride. Okay, so we have Pride very easily defined. Is there any other characters that go into Pride? Jin, Devil Jin, right? Do you think Devil Jin goes in here? So the problem is that okay, so right. I think we need to divide this tier list into two categories, guys. Okay, guys. I'm gonna make it okay, right? Okay. We're starting again. Right? We're gonna divide this into two categories. Okay, we're gonna make two videos. Okay? We're starting again. We're starting again. Lust. Gluttony. Greed. Sloth, wrath, envy. Sloth. Wrath. What are the last two? Envy and pride. Okay, so this is now, we're not going to talk about tournament viability, I don't think. Because this is not, we're not talking about, like, actual tournament players here. We're talking about the average Tekken player, right? And we're talking about the favorite sin of the average Tekken player who plays these characters. Okay? So, I'm going to speak from experience, and I'm going to put Heihachi into Wrath because I'm an angry person. If there's any of these sins that I commit the most, it's Wrath and Sloth. Those are my two sins. And I'm going to say that Heihachi, as an expert in these two sins, Heihachi is Wrath. Right? Pride? Hey, fuck you, AK. Fuck you. Pride is not... Glorious. Okay, anyway. Right. So this is the average Tekken player who plays these characters' favorite sin, okay? So, we're going to put Kazuya and Lee into Pride. I think those are fairly self-explanatory. Okay? Where the fuck is Lee? God damn it. There we go. Lee is going into Pride. You don't want to learn defense. Okay, right. Oh, man. You've made this so much easier for me. Okay, so, right. Characters that don't want to learn defense at all are going into Sloth. That makes things much easier. Lazy people, generally speaking. So, the characters that crush just fucking everything. Sloth, sloth, sloth. Wait, characters that crush everything. Okay, do. I think Asuka almost goes into Wrath with like you have to really be a hateful person to play Asuka. You know? Like you've got to really be a Oh my god, his character, man. Okay, hang on. We'll get there. Okay, Noctis. Noctis is greed, right? I think Noctis goes into greed because, oh my god, I've made such a bollocks of this. I've made such an unholy shit show of this tier list, guys. Whoo, fuck me. Lei and Yoshi, no, dude. I don't think Lei and Yoshi go in there. I think that those characters are much. I think that like I have more respect for Lei and Yoshi than all the characters in Sloth by a wide margin because their characters fucking suck. Like they are so bad that they're almost Pride. Like Lei, Lei's different. You know, Lei's a bit different. Sorry. I'm just getting this. I'm just getting this ready. Cigars take a sec. Take a bit of preparation. Okay, so. Okay, so here, let's just do the easy stuff, right? We're gonna get the easy stuff out of the way. Lust, okay? Lucky Chloe, Eliza, Miguel, Anna, furries, Panda, Lily. She's gone up with the lust. Yeah, phenomenal called it there. Marduk. Okay, Nina. No, I think Nina goes into the. I think Nina goes into Wrath, right? I think Nina goes into Wrath, right? Here's my reason for Wrath, right? So, Nina is like a combination of Sloth and Pride, right? She's actually like a hard. She's like, no, sorry. Nina isn't necessarily a hard character, but she has a reputation for being a hard character, right? So, she's for slothful people who want to look like they're prideful people, who I think is Wrath. Does that make sense? I don't think that makes sense. It's like, does that make any sense for me to put Nina into Wrath because of those reasons? It's like you're actually like you're like angry and you like want people to think that you're prideful, but you actually don't want to learn defense, so you pick Nina. Suits. Ren. Oh my god, you motherfucker. I can't believe you said that. Oh, you're such a bitch. Okay, whatever. Okay, so Pride. What are the other Pride characters? Okay. Okay. Okay, fair enough. That is a bit okay. That's actually I suppose that's a little bit reasonable for Heihachi in a way almost, but that's by his I actually don't think that like I feel like most people that I talk to about Heihachi they always tell me that Heihachi's like for bitches like he's like an easy mode character. I feel like the amount of respect you get for being a Heihachi main is like minimal. Fuck. Cars that are just hard and high level are going to Wrath. Ooh. That's an interesting observation, dude. That's an interesting observation. Miss Fundamentals and Kazumi is the proudest yet. Kazumi's gone into Pride. Envy. People who are just jelly of other characters. You're going in here, Gigas. Who else is the most like absurdly low tier? So, Lars is Envy. Okay, let's have a discussion about King, guys. Where do you think King goes? I'm very interested to know what your opinions on King are. Oh yeah, AK is going into Pride. AK is a typical example of pride. If you were, if you think Armor King is cool, but like you actually want to win games, you play King. So he's going into pride. Ooh, Professori, I like that angle, dude. I like that angle, man. I really like it. Gluttony due to... I can see an argument for it being gluttony. I can see an argument for it being gluttony, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move Paul into greed as well. Okay, so Paul's going into greed, because Paul's going into greed because he's like Noctis in that you can like boil his playstyle down into like 2 moves, and he gets like Paul is actually greedier than Noctis, but he's in the same category. So you're tier 1. Greed, like Paul is like the definition of greed, where like you just want everything and you get everything. Greed is rank-whoring bracket. No, I think greed is like like you don't want to like think that much about your strategy almost. You know, like your flow charty, but I think greed is like the really brain dead stuff. Hang on. Are we gonna swap? No. Sloth is like You think gluttony is rank whoring? Okay, so if you guys had to pick the number 1 rank whoring character, who would it be? Oh, Leroy as well. Okay, yeah. I think Fakumram is going into here. The reason that I'm putting Fakumram into gluttony is because the number 1 player who has benefited the most from the state of Fakumram is Michael Murray, right? Michael Murray was yellow ranks before Fakumram came out, and he's now Overlord, maining Fakumram. So I think the definition of rank whoring character, I think Fakumram is only for people who want to rank whore while he's still broken, as proven by Michael Murray, who has said like over and over again that oh no, not over and over again, but he said oh yeah, that the throw is broken. Oh, sorry, Harada said that the throw is broken, right? If Harada said it, that means that Michael Murray knows about it, and Michael Murray is literally playing the character just to rank up, right? Yeah. Hang on, I got a message from somebody. What are you talking about, mother effer? His highest was Genbu. Okay, well now he's Genbu on Fakumram anyway. Oh yeah, so we haven't gotten through King, guys. What do you guys think about King? What do you guys think about King? Fuck. King is a hard one. Wrath. I was thinking about that. Bottom of no. Like, hang on a second. Oh, fuck's sake. Hang on. No, hang on. Just give me a second. Hang on. Let me, Okay, so Fakumram isn't on this, but, like, this is... So, I know... Hey, main man. Hello, you beautiful Swedish bastard, you. So, I know Fakumram isn't on this, but you can't be like a tier whore and be playing a character that's so down the fucking online win rates. Sorry, a rank whore. We're talking about the average player, so it's rank, not uh like gluttony is rank whoring, not tier whoring. Do you get me? Because like tier whoring means that the character is tournament viable, whereas rank whoring means they're online viable, which are very different. Do you know what I mean? Uh, okay, so where was I? If there's a deadly scene of cunt, this would be easier. Very true. Uh, King. King. Where are we? Where? What do you guys think? I think Wrath is a good example. I think King goes into Wrath. No, but like when I think of King players, right? All the King players that I know, they're having a great time. You know, like they're not angry about playing Tekken. Like they're having a fucking blast. Yeah, we're gonna go Greed, right? Just because, like, th- it's not easy to play. Yeah, exactly. Tech, haha. Right. I'm gonna put King into Greed because they have a very um single player mindset. Let's say that like revolves around like being really fucked up to people who don't know how to deal with it. We're gonna put Marduk into Greed as well, based off that. Um, Geese is going into okay. So people who just want to do huge fucking combos are going into Wrath as well. So Geese and I think Geese and Akuma are going here. Lucky Chloe is almost a Wrath candidate, but because everybody who plays Lucky Chloe has a foot fetish, she's going into Lust. Um, um, Higher than King. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Great. Like I think that King technically is mostly represented as greed, but he's like actually not that greedy, you know. But like every King player that I know, Alien Weeb, Issa, those are like the two that come to mind the most. There's definitely a load that I'm missing. I know a load of King players. I'm sorry if I've forgotten you King players. There's so many of you fuckers in my chat, but you are all having so much fun. Holist, no, but Holist kind of suffers, man. I feel like Holist and Rara don't really fit into that, but that's because of them, not because of the character. Like they suffer playing King for some reason. Jin goes into Pride. Yep, I agree with that. Claudio goes what? Devil Jin is a contentious one, right? So Devil Jin is like Wrath, but also Gluttony. I think we're gonna put Jin in low Gluttony as well. Yoshi is Envy or Pride. I think we're gonna. I think Yoshi goes into Pride. Yeah, I think Yoshi does go into Pride because like Yoshi is uh people who we're gonna put Yoshi into Wrath, right? Because Yoshi is another one of these combo Wrath Sloth players. So Pride, the combination of Sloth and Pride is Wrath. Do you know what I mean? So Yoshi goes into Wrath. Does that make sense? And I think Lei goes into. I think Lei goes into that as well. Where's Lei? For now, Lei's going in here. So Brian is Wrath? No, because Brian is actually very hard. Is that it just I think Brian is actually phenomenal. I think how hard Brian is overrated as well. We're gonna put fucking Brian into Wrath. Yeah, I think Brian goes into Wrath. Um No, no. Doc Friday is angry as fuck. But he just like Like anger is Doc Friday's flow state. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Like they're like yeah, but so's Heihachi. Like the same for like bro like that's the same for Heihachi, you know? And that's the same for Brian. Like I feel like no matter what, Heihachi and Brian are going in the same tier. And Nina. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These are all going that way. Um okay. Sorry. Okay, where were we? What character were we talking about? Ooh, I had something important to think of. I had something important. Um all characters in Sloth are the ones that force you to slow down against them. That's true so far. Okay, so what interesting characters are there? Okay, so Eddie's going into Sloth. I don't know why Eddie's anywhere else. Hey, can someone tell me? Can someone tell me? Anybody who does so? Do any of the characters in Sloth so far have high execution? Okay, cool. Okay, so that means Sloth is so far all right. Um. Okay, okay, Steve is an interesting one. Where does Steve go? I'm feeling like Steve is going into Wrath. Does Steve sound like a Wrath character? You think Steve is gluttony? That's interesting. That's an interesting supposition. Pride? Ooh, pride. So I feel like, dude, I feel like Steve is another character that's a combination of pride and sloth. And Professori, that's a wrathful decision. Yeah, this is the average Tekken player. You need defense for Steve, so he's not sloth, but he crushes every high, man. Does he need that much? Does he really need that much defense? I feel like there's a lot of very high rank. I think Steve for now is going into Wrath unless I hear a really good argument for why he wouldn't be. Um, Katarina is going into Sloth. Because you're just a lazy fuck if you play Katarina. Uh, hmm. I feel like okay. So there's two. There's a character that. So I think Horang needs to be spoken about now. What do you guys think about? Yeah, Law is another interesting one. No, I don't think. People who are people bad internet envy. They're envious of other people's internet. So laws are going in there for now. We're gonna put all of the categories into order at the end. Uh, uh, Harang is mean spirited. You see, I don't know, right? I don't know if that's true. I feel like a lot of Horang players feel like they're prideful, right? But I suppose, ooh, it's another fucking sloth pride combo. I'm gonna take Geese and Akuma out for now, right? We're gonna look at them later, right? I'm gonna take them out of Wrath. because I feel like Wrath so far is the Pride plus Sloth combo. Huo is low Pride. Yeah, like Huo is Gluttony. But it's not tier whore though, right? So gluttony is like sorry, not tier whore, rank whore. Yeah, I think it is prideful to play Lei. I think Lei. A lot of Lei players think that Lei is the hardest character in the game. No, but like, what's his win rate? Like, hang on, let me just get. What the fuck? No, wrong thing. Hang on, sorry. I think Hwoarang has a really low win rate, doesn't he? Where's Hwoarang? Hang on. Where the fuck is Hwoarang? There he is. Yeah, he's like bottom 50%. So he's not really low, but he's low. You know? There's a shit ton of crossover. There is a lot of crossover. So we need to decide what the primary what you call it, sin of the Hwoarang player is. So when I think of Hwoarang player, they're they're sloth and pride, but they're not like super angry either. I think they're sloth. I feel like Hwoarang players are sloth, like because they're not wrath. You know, I feel like Steve is going into wrath. Ooh, I don't think Lei goes into wrath either then, because I don't know. Are Lei players angry? No, they're having a good time mostly. I feel like Steve is angry, Yoshi is angry, Nina, Brian, Heihachi, they're all angry players. Lei is sloth. I don't think Lei. Ooh, Lei is envy. Ooh, that's a good take. Ooh, Lei is envy. Lei is like Yoshi, but people who are bitches. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Envy. That makes a lot of sense. Leia's going in the envy tier. Yeah, I like it. I actually really like the envy tier. That Leia's an envy character. Um, yeah, and Kakos. Yeah, that's true. So I see you like you can't play Lei if you play any other character. You can't play any other character if you play Lei. That's true, but it's the sin of the person who chooses that, right? Like I think that they want everyone to respect them, but they don't. Nobody respects. Like, I actually think. I think Lei goes into Envy. I think Lei into Envy is a really good take. He's going to stay there for now, okay? Until we revise. I want to talk about Julia. Julia is an interesting one. I want to talk about Julia just because she's interesting. Oh, Geese and Akuma going into Envy because they wish they were Tekken characters, but they're not. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, we're taking them out. That was a funny joke, but that's not where they're going. Julia. When I think of a Julia player, I think of Lust. I know that sounds a bit like an odd one. Yeah, yeah. I think she's like low tier Lust because we're gonna order these eventually. Okay, Bob. Do you know what's funny, right? I bet you right now. I don't know. We haven't worked this out yet. We haven't worked this out yet. But I think that wherever Leo goes, Bob is going too. Hang on, let me just think. Who are these? These four characters have a very similar vibe. I'm even gonna put Claudio. I don't know. Okay, that was just a weird thought. Is boredom a sin would be easier. Okay, so anyway, Bob. I'm actually gonna put Bob into gluttony. Or greed. Gluttony or greed. Now, it's not because he's fat, right? So let me just tell you. So my thoughts on Bob are, Bob is the kind of person who wants to play a character that's very strong, but that people online generally don't know. So you want it all. I think I'm going to put Bob into greed. Yeah, Bob's greed. Leo is also greed. Josie is greed. Yeah, I think those are all going into greed. Does that make sense? Ganry agreed. Yeah, Ganry is going into greed for now, unless we think of a good reason why not. Yeah. Bears. Bears are going into greed. A lot of dudes play Josie for the lust. I know a gay guy who plays Josie. So that I don't know about that, man. Josie's got the best tits in the game anyway. That's for sure. Josie is defo lust. I don't know, man. Ooh, it's a tough one. We'll think about that later, okay? For now, okay. So let's deal with the characters who don't have a category at all yet, and then we'll get into it when we're breaking down the individual tiers. Okay, so Shaheen. Shaheen is gluttony. Do you think? I think Shaheen is gluttony because it's like you want to play a character that's got loads of utility but has no execution. I don't think that. I don't think he's like a combination of gluttony and pride. But I think he's primarily gluttony. Shahoo. I like that. Shahoo. That's a good one. That's a good one. Where's my lighter? Why pride? Because Shaheen players think that they're playing a character with no gimmicks. You know? They're like, oh, I want to play like a normal Tekken character. Like, Shaheen is the definition of a normal Tekken character. He's so normal. So it's like, there's a bit of pride in there. It's the same reason that Kazumi's in Pride. You know? But Kazumi's like strictly Pride, I think. But like Shaheen has this like, ooh. Yeah, no, Shaheen's going into Pride. Yeah, Shaheen's Pride. Uh, Jack's going into Pride. Uh, let's talk about Asuka. I think Asuka is the next character that's interesting. Okay? I think Asuka is the next character that's interesting. Where do you... Okay, I actually don't know how I feel about Asuka, right? So I don't play that much against Asuka. I know Asuka is extremely frustrating to play against. She has a sort of single player attitude. She's very she's defensive. Sloth. I'm looking at those sloth characters and I'm thinking she's sloth. Greed / sloth. Yeah, sloth's due to the reversal. Yeah. Actually, I can see that, right? So So let me elaborate on why she's going into sloth rather than greed, right? Um, when I see like a Brian, like I came across a Brian player. This is my opinion, but I came across a Brian player where every time he was minus anything, he would always spam his punch parry, right? Um, and I feel like that's indicative of the kind of person who is playing a character because they like the character in a way, but they also, so they picked Brian because they liked Brian, but they actually were very lazy, like they didn't want to play Brian. They picked Brian because they thought Brian was cool, not because they actually liked the way Brian played, and they were lazy, so they buffered fucking parries and everything they do. So if you were to pick a character who revolves around parries, you'd be going into Sloth. Yeah, that makes sense. Dragonov. We're down to some interesting ones. Okay, so I think Geese and Akuma. Okay, hang on. Right. Okay. I think Geese goes into Wrath. A Gluttony tab is like strictly tier whoring or rank whoring. Strictly rank whoring. Do you know, like you almost have no other reason to pick the character but that. Then Geese goes into there? No, Geese is sick. I hate to break it to you, but like there's a lot of reasons to play Geese. So the reasons you would play Geese is you want to play a pressure-based character, you want to do really big combos, you think the character is cool, right? Those are three very valid reasons to pick Geese. Yeah, Geese is cool. Um, and when you think about pressure, big combos, cool, those like Wrath like pressure, big combos, cool, Heihachi. You know what I mean? Brian, Steve, even. No, Geese is cool. It doesn't. No, just because he's 2D doesn't mean he's not cool. Eliza's cool. She's 2D. Um, Akuma's cool. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, but Akuma is sick, right? I think Akuma's sick, right? I know that he's 2D and he's not Tekken and blah blah blah, but Akuma is like he's the boss. He's the original boss of Street Fighter. He's cool. I'm sorry if you don't like him because he's not a Tekken character. That's whatever. But Akuma is cool. He's the original. He's the same. He's cool for the same like he's Street Fighter's Heihachi. Do you get me? Akuma's cool. And Akuma goes into Wrath for the same reason. I think Akuma's going into Wrath because big combos, cool. He's not pressure based. He's almost like a combo of like Wrath and Gluttony. He's like pure Wrath. Because you're curious what Wrath means when Yoshi is there, because Yoshi players, Yoshi is like, I'm gonna put Yoshi into Pride, guys. I'm actually gonna put Yoshi into Pride. I think Yoshi goes in the Pride tier. I think Yoshi is like people who want to play a sloth-like character or a greed-like character, but actually have like some depth of character. Do you know what I mean? Like they actually like. I think Yoshi goes in the Pride. Like it's like I want to play a sloth or a greed character, but I want people to respect me, so I pick Yoshi. So I think Yoshi actually goes into Pride. Yoshi's like chaotic neutral. Yeah. We'll do that tier list another day, Kakos. That's a good tier list. We'll do that tier list another day. This is the 7 Deadly Sins one. That's a good idea, Kakos. Thank you for that idea, by the way. We're doing that tier list in another day. Yeah, I think Yoshi's going into that one. Okay, so weird that these characters are not easy to categorize. So Maven, what do you guys think of Maven? Sloth? Nah. Maven doesn't go into sloth. Well, she looks a lot like the other sloth characters. I give you that. She looks. It's hard to know where Maven agreed. You know, I kind of agree with you actually, right? So, you get a pride. Yeah, pride. I was thinking pride for a second as well, man. So the reason, no, not greed. You wouldn't pick her for greed's sake, would you? Right. So okay. So let me elaborate on my thoughts. Right. So the reason I was thinking that Maven went into greed is because she's a lot like the characters that are currently in greed. Right. But the thing is that a greedy player wouldn't actually pick her because she's not. She doesn't get like massive rewards out of her bullshit. She's quite hard. Like she's more pride than she is greed when you actually think about the kind of player who picks her, right? And you think, oh, but she's a lot like Sloth as well because she has the identity of someone who's being highly evasive, but she's actually not as evasive as any of the characters who are in Sloth. Like I think that Maven is low key not that evasive. Lust. I actually think that the main reason you pick Maven is because she's a sexy black ninja. I think that's actually the main reason people pick her. I think that like I don't want to like I know. Guys, you're all being racist. All right? You're all bigots. How am I being a bigot? How am I putting me... You picked her because of that in season 1. Because of lust. There you go. Genzo Shen gets me. She's hot. I'm sorry, guys. You're bigots. She's hot. I think Maven is low key pretty fucking hot. Sorry, guys. I hate to break it to you. She has the best ass in Tekken. Maven has the best ass in Tekken. No, I'm saying that the reason people... I'm not saying Lucky Chloe's hot. That's not my opinion. I'm saying that pedophiles pick Lucky Chloe. The only reason you have to pick Lucky Chloe is because you're a pedophile, okay? I'm just gonna say it. Sorry, Absolutely. Sorry, Absolutely. We'll get to Lucky Chloe later, okay? Anna only uses her ass in combat. Hey, don't let that reflect on me, okay? Right? I'm calling Ipsuli a pedophile, not me. Okay. Raven's hot, okay? We're just gonna leave it like that. We'll get to the lust category later. Okay, we'll get to the lust category. Why is Miguel in lust? Because he's objectively the hottest guy in Tekken. Okay? Objectively. right? Let's be objective. They're like, what? Who? If you had to pick a hottest male in Tekken, it's Miguel. He's the most sexualized male character. No? Am I wrong? Jin? Yeah, but nobody picks Jin because they want to have sex with him. Would fuck Miguel. Absolute's right. Exactly. Absolute is the master of the lust category. He knows all about it. He is the most sexually charged human in this chat room right now. What's going on, boys? I'm out of it. Okay. Okay. Boys, I'm having a great time right now. I just want to say, I'm having a blast. I'm having a fucking great time, dudes. Let me have a puff on this cigar. Let me warm it up a bit. Okay, so we're putting Claudio into lust for the same reason that Miguel is, in that I secretly have a thing for Spanish dudes, right? So I have a thing for Spanish dudes, so Claudio's... He's Italian! Oh, this is good fun, boys. This is... Woo! Oh god. Which is the tier list of people who have the coronavirus? Sloth, yeah. Claudio's going to Sloth. He's got the corona. God damn it. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I'm actually gonna just casually throw. I'm gonna casually throw Claudio into gluttony. Right, we're gonna casually throw him into gluttony because I actually think that Claudio players are low tier. Low. What's the word? Low something. Low. What's it? Yeah. Low key. Low IQ. They're low IQ tier whores. Low key was the word I was looking for again, Zoshen. They're low key tier whores. I feel like all Claudio players are sitting there being like, oh yeah, Claudio. They're all pad players, by the way. All Claudio players are pad players. They're sitting there with their PlayStation pad and they're being like, oh yeah, Claudio's real shit. Oh, Claudio's so shit. Oh man, this character, he's not even tournament viable. This character blows. So yeah, they're going. I think that's what I think of Claudio players. He's going into gluttony. All right. Dragonov. Okay, right. I'm gonna make a call here. I'm gonna put into Pride. I think. So what separates him from the gluttony tier is that they're like people who maybe he's Wrath. They're people who like sort of not Right. Actually, I'm gonna put Dragonov into gluttony. Right. I'm gonna put him into gluttony because I think that they want people to perceive them as being tier whores, but really they are tier whores. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Uh, we're gonna put him into lust because I also have a thing for Slavs. That we're gonna put him into lust because Slavs are like S tier males, right? We're gonna put gluttony. I actually think they're mostly gluttony. Yeah, I think they're mostly gluttony. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. He is a Nazi wannabe pedo. Wait, does that mean he's a wannabe pedo or a wannabe Nazi? Also, Russians killed the most Nazis, by the way. Wannabe Nazi pedo. You have very strong opinions on Dragonov. You have alarmingly strong opinions on Dragonov. Drag is fine. Like, I think that I'm gonna put Dragonov into gluttony for now, right? I'm gonna put Dragonov into gluttony for now, because I think that people who play Dragonov, at least in Tekken 7, are people who like they're like people who want people to think that they're pride, but they're really gluttony. So, do you agree with that statement? Does anyone agree with that statement? Dragonov is people who want people to think they're pride, but really they're gluttony. 100%. Woo! Okay. So, now we're left with Negan. Where does Negan go? What did I drink? Nothing. That's my tactical answer. Water. Where's my water gone? It was this. See? This water here? That's what I was drinking. Okay, right? This is going to be a controversial take. This is going to be a controversial take on Negan. Okay? I'm actually going to put Negan into pride. Right? Because, wait. No. Negan's going into sloth. Right? Because Negan, right, for a while, right? Negan, for a while, was considered to be low tier, right? He was considered to be low tier for a while, right? And that means that people would respect players of it. So it's like similar to the no. Well, what's Law doing in Envy? Okay, we'll get to that later. Oh man. Oh, I'm so sober. God damn it, this is hard. Law's envious of other people's internet. I'm not wrong. Am I wrong or am I right? Come on, guys, give it up. Okay, anyway, we're talking about Negan right now, right? okay, so right, so Negan was perceived as being low tier for a long time, right? And then he got those buffs, right? So people were like, oh, let's try it out. So I think that Negan is played by people who want to be perceived as being in the low tier, the envious tier, but really, they want to be like, they want to be perceived as prideful also. Like they want to be perceived as envious because they are prideful, but their most dominant trait is sloth. Does that make sense? Like, because they're actually too lazy to play a real prideful character. So it's like they want to be perceived as envy because they are prideful, but really they're sloth. No, that's like a Ren. That's a generalization. That's a generalization, not like a like. Obviously, there's like all of these are more flexible. You know. Yeah. Like Hwarang isn't evasive. So does that make sense? Can I get some agreement on my reasoning behind putting Negan into sloth? Okay, so 2 out of 3 is good enough. 2 out of 3 is good enough. Okay, so now we're gonna go through each individual tier. Okay, we're gonna go through each individual tier and now order them. Okay, so stage one, we've put them all into their tiers. Roughly speaking, it still might change as I go through them bit by bit. Okay, so we're not there yet. Okay, lust. The most lustful are Lucky Chloe players. Lucky Chloe players. Hang on. The only reason you have to play Lucky Chloe is because you want to have sex with her, and if you want to have sex with Lucky Chloe, you are fucking the absolute epitome of degenerate. So you're going into you're the most sexually driven Tekken player. So you're going in you're number one. You're S tier, right? Eliza. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, Miguel. Miguel's going second place because all of the people who are sexually driven to play Miguel are the most sexually driven women or gay people. So Miguel's going second. Eliza. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna put Eliza ahead of Anna because Eliza is worse than Anna, right? Eliza is worse than Anna, so you have to be more driven by lust to play her than Anna. We're ordering it now at TAA. We are now ordering the tiers. Most Anna players are gay, though. I don't know. No, but it's not about who's the hottest. It's about who is the most driven by lust to pick their character. Eliza's also fun. I don't know about that. No. I think that Lucky Chloe is definitely the first. I think these are the most lust-driven players in Tekken. That's why they're going here. Lily. Lily is relatively low tier. I actually think that the rest of this tier plays out fair enough. I think that, like Julie. Okay, wait. I'm willing to discuss. You know what? How do you feel about that? Let's have a look at her online win rate. Hang on a second, guys. We're bringing up her online win rate. She's mid tier. So I think she's primarily driven by lust. More sloth. Okay, so what is the primary reason someone has for picking Lily? Yeah, I think Lily is foot fetishists, yeah. They like feet. Yeah, but that's one person. Yeah, I think foot fetishist. I think. Okay, we're gonna put Lily up here. It's settled. Foot fetishist. Lily is going into into that spot of lust, right? Um. Maybe no, because Lily's kind of good in a way as well. No, no. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, right. So wait. Which is the better character, Lily or Anna? Better which is more tournament viable, Lily or Anna? Okay, so we're gonna put Lily ahead of Anna. So that means you need to be more driven by lust to pick her than you do for Anna. Uh, Barracuda will get to Bob when we get to his tier, right? With this, we are going hard at this tier list, guys. We're going hard. We're making it right. It's no, that is the wrong drink to be picking up right now. We will address them as they come to them, right? You put Anna before. So I actually know. Yeah, gay guys picking Anna is like a thing. Um, I think gay guys picking Anna is definitely a thing also, and but gay guys also pick Lily. Um, we'll get to Raven, okay? Okay, so Julia. So we're gonna need overwhelming support. We're gonna need overwhelming support from Julia. Uh, sorry. Yeah. Do you guys agree? Julia is a character I don't know where to put her. I think Julia goes into lust, but like I feel like Julia is multi applicable to a lot of different. Like Julia's almost pride. Like Julia's almost pride. Okay, so I would appreciate everyone to vote. Okay, can we get a vote on Julia? What do you guys think? Where she should be? What tier she should be in? No, one vote per person, please. I don't need you making this harder. Pride. Wrath. I don't. The thing is that like our definition of wrath as a combination of pride and sloth, I don't think it works with Julia. Julia's high execution. Get a lot of people saying pride. There's a bit of concurrence on pride. We're gonna throw her into pride for now, and we'll get back to her later. Okay, and then Raven, right? Is there concurrence about? I think Julia is considered to be high execution. Yeah. Raven. Where can we get a vote on Raven? Because Raven, I'm not sure about. Raven was like a bit of a weird one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Raven into greed. Do you know what? Because do you know what I think? Right? I think that Raven is the greedy is picked by greedy people who don't know what's good for them. Do you know what I mean? Because I think Raven is actually not that evasive, not that like you need to actually be quite good at the game to play Raven, but the people who get into her don't know that. Would you agree with that? Yeah, low greed. Yeah, low greed. Low tier greed. Okay, so the lust category. Do you all agree on the order of the lust category? Oh, maybe envy. We maybe recategorize. We might recategorize it Raven again. Okay, we need arguments, guys. By the way, you're gonna have to give me an argument for why you're like no isn't good enough, Xeon, basically. But I think it's funny to put Miguel there. Do you not? I think Miguel's funny there. You know? You know what? I'm gonna put Miguel here because I think that Eliza players are more motivated by lust than Miguel players, generally speaking. But that he is like because he's like the only lust male character. I'm gonna put him there. I think that's right. No, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave him there. Okay. Okay. Right. The lust category is now settled. This is how I am leaving the lust category. Ooh, damn it. Okay, no, he's actually going. No, no, you're actually right, dude. No, those two characters both deserve to be ahead of him. Okay, that's where Miguel's going. Okay, fair. Okay, gluttony. Gluttony is perfectly ordered already. Yeah, that's gluttony already. Yep, that's gluttony. Anybody want to argue with the ordering of gluttony? I'm gonna count down 10 seconds, right? You've got 10 seconds to argue with me. 10, 9, drag above Claudia because he's stronger. Mm. Ooh, okay. Wait, no. No, 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 you're actually arguing against your case because we're in season 3 right now, Zion. No, but like players in season 3 right now who are still playing those two characters. Claudio has gone up the tiers and Dragonov has kind of like he's obviously still really really strong, but I think that like Claudio players have always been low key playing them because they're tier wars, whereas like the like Dragonov players who stuck with them through season 2, I think that's where he is now. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that. Like I feel like Dragonov just because he has a full throw game almost puts him there. Um. Okay, greed. Now this is where shit gets pretty complicated. So, uh, this is in perfect order again. Okay, let's argue about. Okay, yeah. Let's go one by one. Paul is the most greedy. Noctis is the second most greedy. Marduk is the third most greedy. Wait, okay, let's argue about Marduk. Okay, I think these two are. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna put Noctis first. Because I think that because Noctis is a DLC character that like you have to buy this guy to play him. And he's not legacy. There is nobody who is playing Noctis because they're old school Tekken fans. I'm actually gonna put Noctis first. Ahead of Paul. Despite how much I hate Paul. Right? I hate Paul. I hate Paul. Paul is like Nakartash's favorite characters tier list. Paul is like bottom. Um but I think that like what's driving people to pick the character, Noctis is number one for greed. Yeah. Okay, so Noctis, Paul, Marduk, King. You think King should be dropped? Okay, so I think greed should be defined by I want to party hard and I don't care what anybody has to say about it. You know? Like, I think that's the defining quality of greed. And I think King actually scores very highly on that list, right? Now, in application, King is actually a very difficult and he's high execution and strategically speaking, he's actually quite difficult to play at a high level. But the reason that people pick him is like mostly like I think throws are cheap and I'm gonna have a good time. I think King sort of deserves fourth spot. Yeah, I think King should go there. I think King deserves to be there. Uh no, but like greed also is like you pick the character because people don't know the matchup. You know? Like but they're not actually like have like no like you pick them because people don't know the matchup, but you don't pick them because you don't want to learn defense whatsoever. Like Sloth is I don't want to learn defense whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? But like Greed is like similar, but they also like it's like Greed is like Sloth, but they don't want to learn how to do offense, but like Sloth is like I don't want to learn defense. Does that make sense? As like a difference, like uh, like these guys all have like brain dead offense, whereas these guys all have brain dead defense. As a generalization, obviously there's specific. No, like, but there's specifics. Yeah, Bob is greedy. Yeah. Um, Josie and Bears above King. No, but it's their desire to not learn offense, right? So the Bears are actually quite low tier in terms of their desire to not learn offense, right? Because hunting bear is actually a very complicated tool. So I would put their as actually quite low tier greed. Whereas like the idea of a chain throw is someone who does not want to learn offense. So I think King is quite high tier. And I think that like Noctis is like, I only want to use two moves for my entire life. Paul is like, I only want to learn two moves, use two moves for my entire life, but I accept that I have to play Tekken on some level. And Marduk is like, I only want to do mix-ups. I just want to do fucking throws. Like, but I also have to pay money for the character and I have to dedicate myself to him somewhat. So I think that I think those first four are all good. Okay? I'm gonna stick with those first four unless I see a crazy argument. You know, like a really strong argument. I think that I'm gonna stick with those four, right? But the rest of them is all up for debate. Okay, so I don't want to learn offense. Like I think no. Got it. Okay, cool. What do you think about that? I think that's basically it. I think that's the greed tier list. Leo has to go to Envy. No. No, no, no. No, no. All Leo players I know are tier whores. Like deep down are tier whores. All Leo players I know are deep down tier whores. Yeah. Greed. Like, do you want me to put her into Gluttony instead? Like, she either goes into... What do you think about that? I'm gonna get more water. I need more water. Actually, I need food. I'm gonna order a pizza. Motherfuck. Order pizza. Hell yeah. Order pizza. I'm gonna order a fucking pizza. Domino's. What the fuck is Pizza Hut? Oh, Pizza Hut. Domino's. Pizza Hut's trash. Domino's every time. Sorry. That's my opinion though. You can have a different opinion. Wait a second. The amount of subscribers I have went up by 1, but I didn't get a notification. I'll take it. I'm cool. That's cool. That's just my experience, Ren. Okay, it's just my experience, right? The Pizza Hut in my area was so trash that it's gone now. They went out of business. Uh. Anyway. Wait, Sias, did you sub? You subbed, did you, Sias? That's very cool of you, man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That's fucking sound, dude. You've no idea. You've no idea how much that means to me that you subbed. Wait to YouTube. I don't care. You. Oh. Okay. Let's get back to the tier list. What was I talking about? We were talking about the greed tier list. What do you think? Okay, so right. Right. I think that the greed tier list is good. Right? Does anybody have an argument? Leo should be. It's no problem. You can all have heartfelt whatever. Ferg XD does Fergus have his foot a Ferg emote? Man, let me have a look at this shit, man. Anyway, where am I? Maven to Pride, maybe. No, that's not it. Saying like I asked for strong arguments. Ending your argument with maybe disqualifies it from that category. Greed isn't one of the deadly sins. Except, yeah, it is. Yeah, look, I'm on the Wikipedia for 7 deadly sins. Greed is one of them. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Professori. I'm glad you've got my back. Anyway, hey, mystery subscriber. I thank you very much for subscribing mysteriously. I have no idea how you managed to conceal it from even me, but that's cool. Anyway. Haha, mate too. Ha 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 ha. What a funny joke. Ha 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 ha. Pride. What a funny joke. Ha ha, pride. Anyway. Okay. Someone had better make a really funny joke. Sorry. Someone had better make a really good argument right now for me to change the greed tier list. Otherwise, I'm moving on. Alright? Has anyone got a good argument? Okay, right, so if you're typing up your greed argument, your greed tier list. No, actually, I'm actually quite happy to put Leo into the gluttony category because when I think about all of the Leo players that I know of, they are actually like they're like they're in the same, they're in the. No, they're in the greed category. Sorry. No, she's going to the greed. Yeah, but no. But they're wrong. You see, like, Sayas, if they were to go into the envious category, they'd be picking Maven knowing they were wrong. And they don't know that they're wrong. They didn't pick Maven because they knew they were wrong. Do you get me? Leo is either envy or pride. No. No. I think no because like Leo goes into the category of characters that nobody knows the matchup for, uh, but you actually need to know how to play Tekken to some extent to play them. You know? Like the rest of these characters. Like you can't like yeah. Yeah, I think she's in the right category. Okay, we're moving on to Sloth. We're moving on to Sloth. The most slothful is Katarina. You're like, I don't even want to, like, I don't want to know anything. Followed by Xiaoyu. Then I don't want to play Tekken at all. Okay, so sloth characters are character. Okay, so I think the most slothful are characters who don't want to play Tekken at all. Like they really, really don't want to play Tekken. They aggressively don't want to play Tekken. Okay, does Katarina want to play Tekken less than Xiaoyu? Nope. Does Katarina want to play Tekken less than Eddie? Nope. Does Katarina want to play Tekken less than Safina? Yeah. Yeah. I think Alyssa players. I think Alyssa players kind of want to play Tekken. I'm gonna put. Do Asuka players really want to play Tekken at all? No. Does Asuka want to play Tekken less than Zafina? Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, so does Xiaoyu want to play Tekken less than Eddie? Yes. Does Eddie want to play Tekken less than Katarina? Yes. Does Katarina want to play Tekken less than Asuka? No. Katarina wants to play Tekken, but they're just like mentally incapable of playing Tekken. So, um, but like, does that incapability manifest itself that much in terms of like how like slothful they are? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I like it. Okay, I like it. Any arguments? You think Katarina needs to go first? Yeah. You have to learn Ling. Okay, so let's think of Sloth. Let's think of Sloth as um how much you don't want to have to learn matchups, right? If I don't want to learn any matchups, the character that I play is Xiaoyu. Like, yeah. If I don't want to learn any matchups, I pick Xiaoyu. A Steam message, eh? There's no music, so yes, it'll be fine. Um, I feel like Zafina and Alyssa are very similar, but I think Alyssa's actually just a little bit less slotty. Eddie's very vulnerable to more matchups, right? So his evasiveness, like, it's actually much harder to flowchart. But it's what sin drives the character to pick that character the most. So Katarina's first, right? So Katarina players are the most motivated by laziness. Yeah. Katarina players are the most motivated by laziness. Yeah, that's straightforward enough. Most motivated by laziness. I feel like Harangue needs to be bumped up a bit because like Harangue players know that they are like no, Harangue players think their character is high execution, so there's a there and like the actual management of stances is very complicated compared to other stance based characters. I'd say is pretty low on the slots here. Harangue is. Okay. Eddie would be second. Yeah, just my vibe from playing against Eddie players is that they, uh, like at least Xiaoyu players think their character's hard, whereas Eddie players don't think their character's hard. No Eddie player thinks their character's like really really hard. Like they're just like pure dopamine response people. You know, like they're just like dopamine. I got dopamine from doing slippery kicks. Uh, okay, so any strong arguments? Does anybody feel like they have a strong argument as to changing this tier list? To changing this tier, sorry. Anybody? Yeah, but I just don't feel like yeah, but who would you put him above though, Ren? Like who would you put him above is the question. Yeah, but Negan doesn't have that reputation. No, Fang is a fucking bitch. I'm sorry, Fang. I hate Fang, and I'm putting him there because I hate Fang. Uh, like Fang is like a fucking dumb flowcharting bitch. I think like Feng is like only exclusively played by people who don't really want to learn defense. Like same as Asuka, Safina. Okay, Sloth is done. Envy. I'm gonna put. Okay, let's get Law out of here. Right? Law is not. Law is obviously not here correctly. Where does Law go? Hey, does anybody have any idea where Law goes? Anybody got a good argument for where Law should go? Because I have no idea. Hey, Phenomenal, how are you feeling about the tier list so far? I haven't heard... Man, your opinion is valuable, and I haven't heard enough of it. Gluttony. I had a feeling for Gluttony as well. I feel like Law might also be like low tier Pride as well. Yeah, Phenomenal. I mean, yeah. What other Phenomenal could I talk? Could I be talking about? Don't worry about it, Phenomenal. I'm only messing anyway. Don't be apologizing. Hmm. I can't wait to order some fucking grub, man. Who's messaging me? It's BFCO. You put him above Ling. No. I can't wait to get to the Pride tier, actually. Pride is going to be a fun tier. Anybody got any ideas for Law? I feel like Law is in a tough spot. Hey, Themarian, what's the story? You put Law in Glut. I feel like Law goes into Gluttony as well. He's so strong. I feel like people mostly pick him because they know he's strong. Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, right? So, Law has a reputation of being, like, high execution. And also having, like, unga bunga flowcharts with his 3-bar shit. And I feel like people pick him because they want a character that's perceived as being high execution, but really they also want to be very unga bunga. So I think he goes into Gluttony. And I think I think he's about there. Yeah, I think they're the least motivated by Gluttony. Like, they're mostly motivated by Gluttony. Yeah, they're mostly motivated by Gluttony. Yeah. And I put them here. What do you think? Yeah? Good? Can I get a hell yeah? Anybody? Yeah, sure. Okay. It's not quite a hell yeah, but I'll take it. Okay, Envy. Uh... So Envy, I think, is defined by characters who people pick because they are low tier. Right? So they pick these characters because they're low tier. Yeah. I think that's the right order. Low tier god, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. So Giga, yeah. Well, I'd actually put Lars number 1. I think Lars players are the most motivated by the fact that he's low tier, and like Giga's players like his gimmicks. You know, like nah. You think Gigas players are the most motivated by envy? Gigas is really easy to play. Uh, like, oof. I'd like to just move on from envy because I want to get started on pride. Pride is the most interesting category to me. That love the anime? What? What do you mean the anime? What's the anime? Depends what level. Okay. I think that's basically it. I think that's envy tier sorted, yeah? Envy tier is sorted. Okay, pride. I think Lee is the most prideful character easily. No, 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 no. No, I think Lee is easily first. No, I think Lee is easily first. Like, because the thing is that Kazuya. So Kazuya has the 50-50 aspect, right? And there are a lot of Kazuya players who pick him because they like his 50-50, right? Um, and that 50-50 is like brain dead. And those players don't play him for prideful reasons, right? So the fact that there is anybody who plays Kazuya for non-prideful reasons puts him second to Lee. Because Lee is exclusively played by people who are prideful. Like, the only reason you have to play Lee is that you think you're better than everyone else. Right, so... Okay, I play this character because it's hard. Armor King. Jin. Devil Jin. Devil Jin's going up a bit there. I play this character because it's hard. Yoshi. I play this character because it's hard. Boom, 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 boom. So, okay, let me think about this, right? I think the reason I moved these three characters, uh, I think the reason I moved these three characters is because they. So, like, I think the people pick these characters because they are perceived as being very strong at the highest level of play. That is the primary reason anybody picks these characters. Yeah, paranoid. I don't need to explain that. She is the character that people pick when they don't want to have any execution whatsoever. Like, the only reason the majority of people play Katarina is because she is famous for having no execution whatsoever. No, Jin is pride. Jin is definitely more pride than gluttony. No, Professori, you're humble bragging. I'm too smart for you, Professori. You're the only reason you wrote that sentence is because you want people to think that's how you think, but really you think you're the shit. Don't try and get one over on me, pal. You're in the pride category 100%. And I respect that also. Um, I respect everything about that. So don't worry about me losing respect for you or something like that, by explaining my position. But yeah, let me leave it there. Um, oh, Paranoid, you've not been here. You're gonna have to watch the YouTube video. I'm afraid you're gonna have to watch the YouTube video if you want explanations to those things. Anyway, let me get back to it. Okay, I actually think that's it. I think that's the pride list. Anybody got any arguments for a pride list? Bobby Metro. I picked Heihachi for the exact same reasons as you. I picked Heihachi for the exact same reasons as you. All of my lows are launch punishable, by the way. So that's my justification for why. Heihachi is like the prideful, the prideful element of me picked Heihachi for that reason, but the sloth reason for me picked him for his pressure. So yeah. Ooh, that's a good point. Envy and Pride are very similar. Does Armor King more fit into Envy or Pride? I think Armor King goes more into Envy. Because of his throw game. Does that make sense to you, mate, too? Do I have to explain that? Does that make sense? That I think because of his throw game, he doesn't go into the envious category. I think the fact that, I think the majority of people pick Armor King because they think that he's hard, and I think applying a good throw game is hard, and that he's Mishima which puts him into the pride category. Also, I think Armor King is primarily pride. I know that if I were a really good Armor King player, I'd be super proud and not envious. I wouldn't yeah. AK is watered down King since King is a good amount of his moves from the previous games. Yeah, but we're talking about the primary sin that motivates the person to pick that character. Okay, so are there any good arguments for why one of these characters should be moved ahead of the other? AK ain't that much more difficult than King. Yeah, but the reason you would pick King is pride, and the reason you would pick the reason you would pick King is greed, and the reason you would pick Armor King is pride. No, I would say that Arslan Ash plays her for greed reasons more than pride. Yeah, I'd say that if Arslan Ash was his motivating factor for her would be greed. But yeah, I'd say most Zafs are slot. You think? Do you think Jin is more prideful than Devil Jin? Do you? No, I think that the fact that Devil Jin is considered to be a Mishima and Jin is not, puts Devil Jin ahead of Jin. Just purely on the fact that he's considered a Mishima. No, paranoid. You have said the most, like, man. I feel like 80% of the things that you say, paranoid, are like so unbelievably out there, and you don't even realize it. You don't see it, really. Okay. DJ is more simple and Jin's the shit. No, but I'm saying the motivation for picking the character. Like, I think that people who pick Jin over Devil Jin know he's a stronger character. You know, like, I think that Devil Jin players pick him because they're like, oh, I want to be a generalist character, but I want people to respect me more. I think the motivation for picking Devil Jin over Jin is pride. What was I talking about? That was annoying. Regardless. Yeah. So Devil Jin and Jin. Yeah, but I think the reason that you would pick, I think the reason you would pick Devil Jin over Jin is because you think that people respect Devil Jin more. Does that make sense? What time is it? Jesus Christ. I've been streaming for a long ass time. What? It's like 20 past 9? Who cares? What the fuck? Whack. Where am I? Oh yeah, here we go. You'd think people respect Jin more? No, I don't agree, mate, too. I don't agree. I think people respect Devil Jin more. I think people respect Devil Jin more. Yeah. Yeah. Like, like if you were, like, uh, if you remember season 2, in season 2, everything, sorry, in season 2, everybody was complaining about Jin. In season 1, people were complaining about Devil Jin, yeah, but, like, it always felt like people were like, oh yeah, Devil Jin's good, but. Whereas in season 2, everyone was like, Jin is just the best character. And then season 3, neither of these characters are considered to be as good as they were when they were in their best. Like, but they're both considered very strong. I think Devil Jin is just edges out Jin on the pride scale. You got unusual respect for Jin players? Well, no. Both of those characters are highly respected. All of the characters in Pride are highly respected. Just to be clear. Right? Just to be clear, all of these characters are highly respected. Like, yeah, all of these characters are respected, basically. And then Julia is like, I want to be a girl character and be respected. You know, like that's um you know, like that's like I think that's pretty much the right order. Yeah, but I'm not talking about. Yeah, Brian is respected as well, but I think but so is Heihachi and so is Steve and so is Nina. Like respect, like Wrath is a different category. We'll get to Wrath now. Yeah, but the thing is that I don't think the motivating factor behind Brian players is pride. I think that they are motivated more by um hmm. We're gonna get to the Wrath category now. The Wrath category is gonna be tough. But as the pride category stands, what do you think? What do you guys think about the Pride category right now? Anybody got any like super hard objections? We're gonna leave Julia in the Pride tier just purely because of we don't want. You would move Yoshi down? No, no, no. I'm leaving. Yoshi's there. Yoshi is the Unga Bunga character for Pride people. Like 100%. Okay. You think it's excellent? Good one. Okay, we're moving on to Wrath. Okay. Wrath is honestly the hardest tier. I think Wrath is going to be tough to sort. So, we defined earlier Wrath as a combination of pride and sloth. Right? So, people who want to be perceived as prideful but are also sloth. They're also a bit lazy. So, the reason that all of these, if you think about it, right? So, the only one who stands out here a bit is Akuma. But these are all characters who have extremely powerful pressure, as well as powerful, or as well as high execution, right? Really high execution. No, paranoid. I don't care what you think. Everything you've ever said has been absolute lunacy, and like, yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not going to take on board what you say unless it like really is super bang on. Because generally speaking, you're wrong, and don't make sense. Um. So. Yeah, because you're just going to say everything here is wrong and be in contradiction to everybody else. Anyway. Thanks, Paranoid. I love you too, man. I really like you as well, man. Like, you're different to everybody else, and I like that you're different. You bring a certain quality to the stream just by voicing your opinion, so I like that. Anyway, so I think Heihachi is the like almost the I think Heihachi is like the definition of wrath. Do you not think? Uh, like, like his super powerful, complicated pressure game is like you're like, I want to play a character that people respect, but I also want to play single player. You know what I mean? Like like, I want to be able to play like a really brain dead pressure game and also people respect me for it. You know? So I think that's like the definition of Wrath. Big combo damage, like demands respect. You know what I mean? Like I think that like the Pride characters, they're prideful for reasons that are very understandable and nuanced. But like Heihachi's pride is like, hey, I'm high execution. I'm really aggressive, and all of my lows are launch punishable. You must respect me. He demands respect rather than asks for it like the other more nuanced characters do. Do you get me? Like he's like the definition of like wrath. Like pride is like respect in a less nuanced way almost. Do you get me? Or no, sorry. Pride is like I want respect in a very nuanced, complicated, high level Tekken sense. Whereas like pride is like, look at me. I demand respect because my character is super fucking hard and I can tell you why. You know? Well, both of the but like if you think about it, Tekken Snob is both Wrath and Pride. All of like except for maybe Akuma. But like Akuma is like Akuma. I'm gonna just like throw Akuma out for a second. Akuma is too complicated for me, and we'll think about Akuma in a second. Akuma's weird. Okay, we can't get rid of Akuma. Akuma, whatever. Um, I think Heihachi is the definition of wrath because he demands respect. Do you know what I mean? Like he's like high execution, pressure focused. That means anger, aggression, wrath. Um, also has like a brain dead aspect to him that like would imply wrath. Where and he has all of his lows are launch punishable. So he's yeah, I think like he is the most wrathful character in the game. Yeah. Yeah. Like when you eat so okay, so I think okay, so can we just accept that Heihachi is the most wrathful character? He's like S tier wrath. So that we can move on to the other characters. Is he like would you can we just is that an acceptable statement? So we can just move on? Yes, Emmy, we are still doing this. How is can we hear Brian first? So Brian is wrath. Hmm. Because he has a very powerful pressure game, also has a sloth like defense game, right? So like you can almost play a sloth like brain dead game through his keep out tools. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't need to know solid defense to actually play Brian. You just need to understand. You just need to go, I think you're going to go now. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to have like this super complicated understanding of defense to play Brian. You just need to be like, I think you're going to attack me now. You know? Yeah. Like to play Kazuya, for instance, or even Heihachi, let's just say, like their defense game requires really intimate understanding of how the whole game works. Whereas Brian, you have four keep out moves. You have I think you're going to approach me recklessly with Mac Punch. I think you're going to sidestep recklessly with Mac Kick. I think you're going to I think you're going to not respect my mid range 3+4, or just don't even come fucking near me ever with orbital. You know, like all you need to. It's like he has like a pressure like game plan, but that is defensive. So he like plays, he like pressures through defense. So that's different to like Lee or Heihachi or any of those characters who play defense through really genuine defense. Yeah, or you have a read on the low as well. Obviously, lows are an obvious example. But like the orbital ties it all together of like be careful approaching me at all. But like also oof, but like the thing is that I'm approaching this as a Brian player who doesn't know taunt, right? If you're the kind of person who's willing to learn taunt, then you go into the pride category. You know? Like I think Brian's a tough character to analyze in this sense because if you're a taunt guy, you're here. You're here. If you're a taunt guy, you're like way up on the fucking thing. But if you're not a taunt guy like me and you're just doing keep out and pressure, I think you're somewhere on the wrath list. Why is Julie in the pride list? Where else would you put her? Emmy, I'd like to hear your argument. Where else would you put her? Where like Because when I think of like, she's like high execution. She's like the most prideful girl character. Sloth, no, she's too high execution for Sloth. Um, like the only high execution character in Sloth is Harang, and he's super brain dead. Like apart from his execution, you know. Highly overrated. Yeah, but the thing is that like, so the question is what is right? So that reputation. So Emmy, the reputation of her being high execution is a motivating factor in why people play her, because people perceive her as being high execution, whether she is or not. And this tier list is what sin motivates you the most to play that character. Do you get me? And I think that, like, I think she's definitely Pride more than any other. Not definitely, but I think that, like, you know, I think that she's like she's so general. No, but that's why, because they want to be perceived that way. You know, like that's what that is a motivating character. What like I don't think anyone plays Julia because they think she's low execution and low effort. Do you get me? I don't think that Sloth is the primary motivating factor behind Julia pickers. I think if you're gonna be Sloth, you're gonna be fucking Katarina. You're gonna be you're gonna be those characters. You know? Yeah, I put her in Lust originally. Like but I think that putting her in Lust is lazy because I think she's a more complicated character than the Lust characters. Like all of the Lust characters are shit. Do you get me? They are all shit. Like they're shit characters. Like that's why they're all in Lust. Whereas Julia is like S tier. So they have a very very good reason to pick Julia. Yeah, I think she deserves to be the lowest Pride tier. Anyway, um, Wrath. Back to Wrath. Okay, so maybe Brian isn't, because Brian is so Pride oriented. Let's put him low on the Wrath list. Right, let's put him low for now. Okay, um, I think Geese Howard players are the most motivated by doing big fucking combos of any of the characters. Right, so like Akuma, because his execution is so high, uh, Geese players are like that. Wrath motivates Geese players more than Akuma because like there's a like there's a bit of a sloth element to Wrath, and Geese is like the sloth version of Akuma. Does that make sense? Nina is Pride, but Nina. So Emmy, we have decided that Wrath is mostly a combination of Pride and Sloth. Right? Do you get me? So, like, Nina is a great example of a combination of Pride and Sloth. You want to be perceived as a high execution, difficult character, but really, you can unga bunga your way through it super hard. No, you can unga bunga very hard as Nina. Man, don't talk shit. Right? There's loads of you can unga bunga with Nina way harder than any of the characters in Pride. Look at all of the characters in Pride. Uh, Nina unga bungas way harder than any of them. Nina is same as Heihachi. Um, no, I disagree. I don't think Nina's that high on the Wrath list. I think like Nina players want to like they want to they have the pride element, but they like I think that like Steve is here, right? Steve is here because he's so unbelievably unga bunga, but he's also pride, and so he's a really strong example of the pride plus sloth because he's so unga bunga. And you can even put him into greed because of like the season 2 and season 1 players where they would just mix up down 4-2 and back 1. Uh, like yeah, I think Steve goes into Wrath. This is a hard category. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, yeah. Bobby Metro. That's why. That's why she's number 1 on Lust. That's why Lucky Chloe's there. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. So I think that's where I think Nina goes into Wrath. Just Zaki. Paranoid. Did you change your name there? Is that you, Paranoid? Just Zaki. Did you just make a new account? Wait, so you're not paranoid. You're a different person. That's funny because there's a guy who hangs around here called Just Issa.
We will crush you to goo.
Thank you very much, Saki. Thank you for the follow. I've been streaming for fucking what time is that? I've been streaming for 9 hours and I've gotten 1 follow. So trust me, I fucking appreciate your follow, dude. Thank you. Um, yeah, you're my first follow in 9 hours of streaming. So I'm a little bitter, but I'm also very thankful. So thank you. Uh,
Me will crush you.
oh, Bobby.
Crush you to goo.
Hey, thanks, guys. I really appreciate the follows. I really appreciate it. Um, you can see me get salty and play Hey Hachi at some point tomorrow. I'd say that's probably it. That's probably a part of the schedule. Um, wait. Latex bodysuit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Latex bodysuit. Yo, hang on a second. Let me just fucking. Who's my main? I'm a Heihachi main. I'm a Hei main. I think Hei is S tier Wrath. I think Hei is the top of the Wrath tier. As a wrathful individual myself, that's where I'd put him. I know me some Wrath. Uh, yeah, that's my primary sin as a human being is Wrath. I know this. Yeah. Anyway. Uh, you feel a Wrath in bed. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Nina is femdom 100%. Uh, Nina is pegging people all day. Nina is pegging people. Nina pegs. She's absolutely in the Wrath category. We're not even talking about sex, but like Nina's in there. Yeah, no. And pegging is Wrath. I think Nina is in the Wrath category for sure. Okay, I think we've settled that now. All right, Emmy. Nina is Wrath. In fact, Nina's going up here. No, I'm just kidding. I think Geese players are the most motivated by Wrath or Gluttony. Ooh. No, you know what? I'm going to put Geese up in fucking Gluttony. Because I think that Geese players... Geese players are actually the most motivated by... they want to win, and they want to win by just getting one read. They want to win. They want to win around. They want to win around by one read. So they're going into Gluttony. That's greedy. I think we're going to sort it. The Gluttony category needs to be reorganized. By the way, guys, the Gluttony category has gone to hell recently, and we haven't organized it. Thanks again, guys, for those follows. That was sound. Thank you for validating my stream. Anyway, Steve players are all super angry. They're like Pride and Sloth. They want to unga bunga. Um, they want to unga bunga. They don't want you to take a turn. They want to crush all your highs. They don't want to learn proper defense. Yeah. Steve and Nina appropriately beside each other as husband and wife or mother and son or whatever it is. They're having sex and it's wrong regardless. Brian and Akuma. I think Akuma... Yeah, Akuma goes into Wrath because I think that Akuma players hate Tekken. Like, they don't just, like, not want to play Tekken like Sloth players, but they actively hate Tekken. So they're going into the Pride category. I'm gonna... Like they have the gluttony aspect of Geese Howard, but they have the pride aspect of the massive amount of execution and the sloth aspect of like just wanting to win a round instantly, like the gluttony category. They're like Akuma is like a combo gluttony sloth pride character, so that's why it's going into Wrath. Unga Bunga with skill. No, because I think that what it's no, because it's what emotion drives them the most, right? So, and I think that pride is what drives Yoshimitsu players the most. No, I think Yoshi is hard. I think Yoshi is definitely hard. I think no, I'm not gonna argue whether Yoshi is hard or not. I think that's salty shit, to be perfectly straight with you, Emmy. Yoshi is hard. Like okay, so let me explain to you why I think Yoshi is hard. Okay, so I've played Brian and Heihachi. Those are my two mains, right? Heihachi is my main and Brian is my sub, and those are the two characters that I play, right? And I've maybe fucked around with like Gigas and Dragonov, and that's about it. So how I learned these two characters was I was like, what are these guys' best moves and how do I apply them, right? So with Brian, it's like his pressure tools and his keep out tools, and then with Heihachi, he has way less tools that are even useful than Brian, but at least Brian's tools are very powerful in the situations that they're good in. With Yoshimitsu, you're like, what are my best moves? And you're like, what? What am I doing? You're like, what the fuck is this guy? This guy's weird. Yeah, Flash. Yeah, exactly. My best move is Flash. So what? I have to predict when my character is going to be inside me? Yeah, no. Yoshi is super hard. Yeah, I think Yoshi goes into the pride category, and I think Yoshi is like super. I think Yoshi players are super prideful. Look at the Okay, so Emmy, right? Look at the reaction you got from the Yoshi players, right? Look at this guy. They all were like, how dare you say that my primary motivation isn't pride? How fucking dare you? You know? That was their reaction. They're not just prideful, they are prideful that they are prideful. You get me? Like, yeah, that's why they're in the pride category. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I can respect that opinion 100%. Okay. Uh. Okay, I'm not gonna get involved in that argument. I think I have mad respect for Yoshi players. I just want to make it clear that I think Yoshi is a fucking sick character. Like, in terms of like sickest characters in the game, top 5, right? Easily top 5 sickest characters. I'm not gonna do that list. Ooh, oh, that's another fun tier list, isn't it? How much I respect you tier list. That's for another day. That's for another day, anyway. StarCraft. Anyway. Okay, Wrath. Let's wrap this up, boys. We're so fucking close. Wrath, number 1. Heihachi, number 2. Akuma players are super hateful. I think Akuma players are like the most hateful people of all. Hateful. Hateful, hateful, hateful. Wrath, anger, violence. These characters are all motivated by doing extreme violence and not just like prideful. I think Brian players are super prideful. I think Steve players and Nina players are like, I think there you go, bang. I think that's it. I think the tier list's done. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah? Let's do another one. I've been doing this for hours, dude. This is taking me like 2 fucking hours to do. This is gonna be a long ass video. Number 15. Why Kazuya is pride, not wrath? Because Kazuya players are primarily motivated by pride. I think that like he's very close to wrath, but I think that Kazuya players want people to think that they're the best. That's like that is the main reason they pick Kazuya is because they want people to respect them. They do like like they think that pride. I think pride is their primary motivator, and I respect that. I respect the pride. Like I respect pride. I respect I respect a lot of these characters. I don't respect Sloth all that much. Sloth is basically like dumpster tier shit characters get fucked. I respect Envy characters, actually. I respect all the Envy characters, even Lay. I respect I respect Wrath, Pride, Envy, Sloth and Greed are whack. Gluttony, meh. Lust. Lust is alright. Lust, I'd give it one, you know? Yeah, I think that's it, boys. I think we're done. I think we got it. I think we did it. I think that's it. Lucky players. I said lucky players are pedophiles. That's what I said. Yeah. I think lucky players. I think that that's why they're S tier lust. I think the reason that that's why they top it, because they're the foulest of degenerates. I think that's why they're numero uno. Lust. Like, I think Lucky Chloe players are foot fetishists at best. Yeah, they're wholesome horny. Yeah. Asuka players? No, they don't play. But no, nobody plays Asuka because she's hot. Asuka isn't hot. Okay, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have a like. I think Asians are hot. You know, like I think I like Asians, but like that's like Japanese. Like let me just do an Asian tier list, right? Let me do an Asian tier list. Japanese, Korean, everything else. No. That's it. I don't have any opinions other than that. Japanese and like Japanese and Korean are like this close. This is my opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion, okay? I'm allowed to have an opinion, alright? Yeah, like, it's super close between Korean and Japanese. Like, they're fucking, like, they're like, I'm not even, they're so close, I'm not even sure. And then it's just like, everything else is like, whatever.
Me will crush you. Crush you to goo.
Oh, that's what it took to get you to follow, was it? You've been watching for fucking like 6 hours, and me saying that like me giving my opinion on the Asian chicks is what it took to get you. All right, I'll accept. Anyway, all right, guys. I've done my day's work. Let's just say, okay. There's my tier list. I hope you like it. Let's do it. Let's gazzo that shit right now, so I have it saved. We're gonna make a what you call it? We're gonna do a Reddit post, boys. And I'd like to remind you that this tier list started off with me going, "Hi YouTube, how's it going? Hey Reddit." Nah. So I'm gonna lose all of my karma, whatever I have left. The last one went so well. It did. It was great. It was glorious, boys. Come on. Don't talk shit. We're gonna have fun. They're gonna love us. I don't have Instagram. No, I don't. I'm not a very image focused person. Yeah, I'm not a very visual person, generally speaking. If you hadn't noticed, aesthetic is like a quality that I value very low. Otherwise, I'd have like a fucking I'd have a layout or whatever they call it. I'd have a a cool. What's the word? Layout. What's the word? What's the thing they call where you have like most recent follower overlay? There you go. If I was an aesthetic person, I'd have an overlay, and my description wouldn't be a fucking mess of text, and I'd get a haircut. You know, I'm not a very aesthetic person. Yeah. I agree. Anyway, Jesus, this is taking a fucking while. Can you give me a? Can I just get this Gazzo so I can turn off my fucking stream, please? What is this? Give me a fucking Gazzo. Yeah, they are whack and they just take up the screen. I completely agree. I want to end this stream so badly. I want to go fucking... I want to go order a pizza. Order a pizza. Wait. Maybe not order pizza. Hang on, I don't know. Hang on, 1 second. I'm talking about dinner now. Yo, I have fucking pizzas till 3 a.m, motherfucker. I have. That's a Dublin thing right there. Save/download then. Yeah. Yeah, download image. Get fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, what the fuck is this shit? Save. I hope... Whoa, I think I may have made a mistake by clicking that button while you were all here. It's going to bring up the last folder I saved an image to. Extremely dangerous. My image. Okay, cool. Alright, guys. That was it. I'm going to bed. Or pizza. I love you all, and I had so much fun, and hell yeah, what a good stream it was. I went up to Mighty Ruler and then lost it again. I didn't get to play any Stalker today. I wanted to play Stalker, but then I didn't. I never got around to it. I'm gonna go fuck off now. Bye bye.